Okay, so here's some great ideas to turn this around, because they might not be giving you the you might not find the I mean, Temu has some really good material, but they might not have the same color, so it might be hard for you to find the right material for Rihanna. So what you can do here, because wearing this on top of this, let me tell you something, this material is bad. It's irritating people. And in America, we don't want people to be aggravated, because the more calm people are, the more peace we have. We don't want people pretending like they're okay. We want you to give honest feedback. But people, if they're under the influence, like I said before, they can't really tell. It depends on what they're taking. My body pays attention. Like whenever I drink, I actually focus more. Like it's crazy, because it tells my brain like, okay, now it's really time to focus when I'm under the influence. That's how, like, I was riding my bike on the, I've done a lot of things, but still, like, you don't want to drink at all, because imagine all you can do when you're sober. Your brain is powerful. You can do a lot more when you're sober. So the idea that I was going to do is try to sew, because it is sexy, but I'm just not, like, even right here, you see, like, if you just sew this, because I don't want to just be mean and say this is bad and not give you any ideas, right? So you could turn it around, instead of throwing them away or giving them to people and then making things worse, because it's useless. They're useless whenever they're aggravating. They're useless. It's better than nothing, but it's still useless. You want to give good gifts and good stuff. So you can cut this out. First, you need to sew it. So if you guys have the money, you can just go to see, for me, it's not a deal breaker for me, just because, I mean, it looks nice, it feels nice, but I don't have time to sew and do all this stuff, so I have to return this. I mean, I tried to get a sewing machine, and the sewing machine they gave me doesn't even work, not even with battery, right? So why should I wear that? Why should I wear this with the wires? My breasts are not too bad. I mean, they don't fall too far down. I think you should get plastic wires, something that, I don't like wires. Like, without that bra, I feel much better, because I feel like I'm breathing. I do need to keep my breasts picked up, because it's just because of, like, somehow if my breasts fall, it's probably my body's way of telling me you're stretching, because our nipples are connected to our eyes. Our bodies are connected, and so whenever probably you hear voices, your body's telling you you're in danger, you're getting closer to death. So there's probably a reason why that's why we have to have these pickup bras. If the breasts are falling like this, it's dangerous. You can't even think. I mean, how can you live like that? So we have this right here, until I could find a way I can find a clip that is easier, where I can just clip it where it looks nice. It doesn't look too good right here, because I can't even, like, let's say if I'm going to go on a date, I can't really go on a date. I look homeless. You get what I mean? So I want to find something. I don't know how to do it, but if anybody can do it, that's a great idea. I think people would love that. You can always pull it up, pull it down, adjust it, in case, I think that's such a great idea. But this bra is just $1 million bra. Like, this is the best. I mean, that's a deal. But that's for girls with small breasts. Girls that can get away with this. I love it. I feel free, and this is just, it's the material. It's the material, to be honest. The material is aggravating. Even just putting it on, it's aggravating my shoulders. And they're like $13. These are like, you get 13 a pack from Shein. You get 4, and we bought a lot more. So now Shein is starting to have even better bras, and that's where my money's going, because I'm like, fuck, man, I didn't even realize how, it's just the games. I'm not really into games, but because it's sometimes when I want to shop fast. But look at Shein. This is like, it's like we have to sit here and do this all day before we can even get to the product. That's so annoying. I hate it. So look at these underwears. And they have them for $4. This is what it's about. This is what, And then look at these bras. Just look at this. This is what the ladies should wear. This is so soft. If you wonder why your girlfriend is aggravated, really, before you start yelling at her, look at what she's wearing. Look at her bra. Some of these friends, these girls, they say, come and try this. They convince these girls to wear things and they think this is what's good, but they don't know what's good because they never tried anything else. Or they, some of them can be evil, They want you and your boyfriend to fight, so they'll give you the fucked up shit. So that's why I'm not really friendly with girls like that, because it's like, I don't know who you're friends with. If we're going to be best friends, it's just us. And everybody else that comes with that has to be investigated, because if you are my best friend, you're getting to know everything about me. I'm telling you my secrets. You're in my house. My ex-best friend Sade knew my social security number. I trusted her, and there's nothing. She didn't do anything fraud with it, but yet, you get what I mean? Because it's like, this is the thing. If they know, if her friends are coming in the house and they're giving me nasty looks, black girls, nasty looks, and some Spanish, nasty looks, then it's a threat. It's like, what, you got a fucking problem? Because I knew Sade since before you even knew her. So what you giving me the nasty look for? And why is my best friend, not anymore, because obviously she blocked me off of Facebook, why is my best friend eating meat? Why is my best friend an alcoholic? The one that is a social worker, the one that is helping you guys, why does she have to drink and be an alcoholic? And you fat asses are just eating off of her? So she chose to be friends with them. And that's where she wants to go. She said, I want to be a chef. You want to be a chef? You want to be a real chef? Then how about you leave the cows behind and pick up the real vegetables? First of all, you're a doctor. Second of all, you're a therapist, psychotherapist with a PhD. And you're a business owner who owns your own therapy place. You want your clients to get better? Do you really want to make money? Because you can't sit next to me if you don't want to make money. Because you guys were making money off of people dying, but we're trying to get people better. See, they're paying doctors to kill people. What sense does it make for them to die instead of getting them better? How do we know this medication works if we're giving them to people that don't need it? How can they tell us that it works? It's the sick that are able to tell us that, hey, this helped me, this worked. If you don't have these issues, we can't even tell. We don't know. You don't know because you don't have the problems. So whenever you get rid of the sick people without getting them better, the universe makes you sick. You guys start getting sick until you get it right. And I'm here to let you know, you have to get it right. When you get a client, when you become an in-home care provider, put that extra work in. Make sure you're giving them the right medication. If they don't want to listen to you, they can fucking go. Or just get paid and just be like they didn't want to do it. And they don't have to do it. But if they're not getting better, we don't want our caseworkers to get sick. So that's a done deal. You don't want to take your medication? Then put them on the deathbed. Put them on the deathbed. What the fuck are you here for? You don't want to take your medication? You trying to get us sick? Deathbed. Get an injection. It's fine. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Give them a nice injection and because we don't have time to try to explain to you. Right? Some of these people are scared. And you are scared. We don't want you to be scared. But, you have to try something. That's why the medications they're giving in the hospitals are not really working, especially for the poor. They're not giving the poor because, as you see, I don't take psych meds from the hospital. I take medicine that I buy with my disability check. That is what they should be selling in the hospitals. In the pharmacies to these people. But, because that other stuff is artificial. It can't be plant-based. If it's not plant-based, it's man-made. If it's man-made, it's artificial. So it's not real. It needs to be real from the planet. So investigations have to be done. And we have to make sure that everything is plant-based. That's what's working with your body, because you're not fake. You're real. You're very real. And you need real stuff to get better. And they're not just doing it to the poor, they're doing it to the rich too. Why? Because they can take your money. families. These families need to be investigated. Right? They're trying to kill the dad so they can take over the company. But he's the one that's been working, bringing money, working. How do you think America got built? The white people in this country, they sketch everything out. They're like the architects. And then they send things to China, where the Chinese have the tools and the foreign countries have those things. And so they give them the plan. This is how we want it to be done. And they send it to America. That's what they do. It's not that white people are not doing anything. They're the ones that are creating these ideas, right? And giving us the money, making it possible for us to actually purchase these products. So it's like, if I'm not like, you don't see me celebrating too much Chinese, it's just, sometimes it just looks bad. Okay, it's not that I don't want you guys around. It's just that they get jealous, and that's how it is. It troubles. It's like, oh, you heard Trump. You hear Trump. Because the thing is, they're gonna think that you guys are trying to take their black people or their queen or whatever it is. And so you have to be able to work with them. You have to white power. I'm serious. I'm not playing. This is not a game. I'm not sitting here trying to play games. I don't say that lightly, because there's a lot of black people. They hear you say white power, they think you're racist. They're slow. They don't understand white power. Hell yeah, white power. They got us here. Black power too, but the people that if I'm in the hood and you guys are killing each other, why the fuck would I say black power? Black power is right here. I don't have to say it. Right? Because if you guys are in there talking about each other and shit, well, bye. Deathbed. I'm not playing. So this is not me, you guys. These bras, they're nice. This is what I'm talking about. $2. Look, but it's Black Friday. It's a perfect time to buy. Don't even miss it. And even if it wasn't Black Friday, so with this, I like to get an extra small to kill the time, because as you can see, this is a small. So extra small, I might not need to tie it around like that, right? But look at the back. Look at the back of these bras, and look at this. And look at the back of these bras, though. Let's go back to the bra. Look at the back. No, look at that. Comfortable. That's why, some people that are rich are not all calm. I've been around rich people. There's some that get aggravated easy because you guys are not giving them the right products, and you're spending their money, but we need the right products. And they keep buying, shopping. And so all the money, they're saving it for the right product instead of donating it, because all you have to do is give them the right product. Why don't you sell this for $15 to them and for us, because we need the money, you know what I mean? And for us, it's a discount, because we can't afford it. And as you can see, this information is only coming from me. I don't see anybody doing it like me. So I wish more people would do it, So, Temu is not the best for bras. Temu is for something else. The one that's best for bras is this. And then look at this, $3. And look how, and I bet you this is great quality, right? This is nice. I feel really good, man. I feel good. Dress is $4, but if you check, 75% off. I don't need a sexy dress, because, but look how nice this dress is right here. I'm not ready to I don't want to go out, I have to be better. And then look at this. This is a very nice little top right here. This is good, like with that little bra. Look at the back of it. Very comfy, I don't wear jeans. You guys love to wear jeans. Why do you think, most black people, we have a lot of babies. White people have babies too, but these black kids are being born back to back. They must be raping them. Listen, we don't wear. You guys have the birth defect problems, not us. That's why in the rich world they're creating all these machines, because a lot of people are not being able. You guys are wearing jeans. These jeans are not breathable. As a woman and as a man, you need breathable material, because if you're going to give birth, your eggs need to breathe, and you need oxygen, you need flexibility. I don't wear jeans. All my jeans are gone, tossed. It looks sexy, but it's not healthy. If you wear them loose, maybe that works. Maybe, but I don't wear jeans at all. If you wear loose jeans, that could work, but I don't bother with jeans. The best jeans are the ones with, and all this stuff is actually, wow, all this stuff is literally actually the price that they're saying. This is the last day. Might as well buy it, right? Let's get another one right here. Look at this bra right here. Let me show you this bra. Where is it? This is a really nice, and then they have it for $1, guys. $2 actually. That's a deal breaker. Small. Did I show it to you? Look at that bra right there. It's perfect. Then they have these for $5. Look at this for $6. This one is perfect for motorcycle. You know, when you put a helmet and you wear makeup, for the ladies, you can wear this and put this over your makeup and it won't mess up. The makeup keeps getting on my helmet. That's gonna help you with that. But right now I'm really on these, and look at this, we have these are really good too. But they have them for $18. That's the only problem with that one. So, see how the price changes? Look at this. Look at this. They say it's with coupon, 61% off with coupon, but when you press it, it goes up. So, I don't know what they're talking about. That's what I was saying. Like, you have to pay attention. Because you put it in the cart, does it add up? It doesn't add up. Okay, so these don't look like the prices are changing, which is a good thing. But these two are two different prices. I guess it's the color that they're looking at. So we're gonna go with Bank of America. Especially during Black Friday, it's like, I don't even know where my check went. I'm looking for my check. I have to call because I didn't cash it. I got it from the IRS. I haven't cashed it, and it's been already 2 years, so I have to find the check. I take a picture of your checks, all the pictures, and send them to your email. In case you lose the check, at least you have the number. When you have the number, you call them and you say you haven't cashed this check out. And you give them, because that's what they're going to ask for, a number. They're going to send you a new check. So I have to clean my house and find that check. It's like, I think, $2,000 check. So I'm praying to God. Hopefully, people are probably praying that I lose it, but I pray I don't lose that check. I need that check. And that's from I think it's a stimulus from a long time ago. You know, when you're homeless, you don't get your stimulus check. That's why you have to tell the IRS to do direct deposit. There are people that have disability that do direct deposit. I don't know why they haven't done direct deposit with me yet. I don't know how to do direct deposit with the IRS. Also, LADWP, Water and Power. You can also they can pay your water bill, your blah, blah, blah. So all you have to do is call this number. And I got this from the port, from Radius, because that's where the poor people are. And so here they don't have these resources, right? Because this is where rich people are. So it's important. So being down there helped me find resources, but I can also investigate up here what's going on with what they're doing to you guys, the rich people, how they're taking them for granted and taking advantage of them. So see how we got direct deposit on here with Chase Bank? This wasn't Chase Bank. This is Wells Fargo. I just want to make sure that there is no personal information before I show you this. So Wells Fargo, we were able to do direct deposit with Wells Fargo and I was able to get 1,000 deposited in my, this is direct deposit. So you see how direct deposit did it with Wells Fargo? What's the problem with Chase, what's the problem with, they're saying that they're not accepting the food stamp. This is for Trump. The food stamp office is saying they're not accepting the bank's paperwork, right? So we take it to the bank and the bank is signing in. There are people at the bank. Some people are saying, I have the evidence that it can be signed. So when they tell you it can't be signed, you grab this and say, hey, it's been signed before, because a lot of them are not doing what there's. How are the banks going to make money? How does this system work if you guys are fucking with the system? This is the foreigners. Don't fuck with the system. How do we help you? Because I see Chinese lining up for food stamps. I see Spanish all over the EBT place. So how do we help if you guys can't, if you guys are denying them to fill out the paperwork? Then they're saying, they're telling me that they're saying that it has to go be savings. Why not checking? Why does it matter? It doesn't even say that. Where's the paperwork? Where's the... I read it to them, and they're still telling me the same thing. They say they're going to send the check, but why would they send it back? Then why don't you change the paper? So they must be confusing them. So this is the Bank of America Federal Direct Deposit Enrollment Request Form. So this is what the bank makes for them to, and they're saying they can't take this. And I'm saying, why can't you take this? It doesn't make sense. And then I record it because I need to find out who do I talk to? Maybe they don't trust them, the foreigners in those places. That's what I'm saying. They don't trust them. They go there and they work and they start getting their illegal immigrants in there, and they're not, you know what I mean? That's why they said no recording. No, fuck that. Legally, they have to record. We don't want illegal immigrants getting food stamps and you guys hooking them up, and you're not taking care of the citizens and the permanent and the legal immigrants. You have to take care of the legal immigrants. And the legal immigrants with disabilities, there's no time limit, because they don't have like myself. As much as I want to go and get my citizenship, I'm so fucked up everywhere. I have all this, they're fucking me up. I'm doing this, I can't even go run and fill that out. And then they were sending, Sade was the one that was writing. She was the one helping me. You know, but my honesty, you know, she wants to sit there, and I can't, you know, I can't have people in my life that, I can't trust you if you have the hood behind you hanging around those frauds, those prisoners. I don't trust them. Because what she did was she said, hey, I'm trying to help you get some money, right? It's not like she's giving me the fucking money. She's giving me some shit that they gave her, and they said, put your social security. I said, what is this? So I investigated it, and I went on Google, and I said, what is this? They said, it's a fraud, it's some fraud stuff. I said, Sade, you didn't investigate this before you send it to me? And you know I'm a person with a disability. Do you think I'm playing? You trying to get me some money? You pay me. You just give me money. You say, because you're saying, oh, we got a lot of money, and guess who you were married to? Steve, who is a veteran, a soldier. And so you marry Steve, and you start hanging with your fucking friends. What did you marry Steve for? For support, right? So you have to stay home. You have to be committed. You have to, you know, you can't just hang around. Fuck them friends. Fucking friends. They're useless. They're not fucking paying you for shit. They want to hang out, they gotta pay you. Sade doesn't want to be alone and shit. Fuck that. I can sit by myself in this house. Cause at the end of the day, Steve, the white guy, he went to war for you. He went to war for you. Guess what? When you were fucked up, they can't pay your bills. Guess what? You couldn't pay your college tuition. Guess what? Steve was there. He married you. So you gotta pay him. You gotta fucking pay him. Got me fucked up. Because I'm on Steve's side, if anything. Because Steve is the one who showed up, got me a bed, and he's trying to talk to you. And you're like, no, don't talk to Sandra. For what? You're not fucking him? You're not fucking him. Why is he looking at me? Why is he looking here? Because you're not fucking him. And then Koreatown, they want to send this fucking big-ass bill of $3,000 that doesn't belong to fucking Spanish people. And probably white people, so we could blame it on the Spanish. Because the only person that has who has the power to send this to me? The owners of the building, right? Those are white people. But it's what you're telling them. And with the power you've given them, and they're lying on black people. So I want to see nothing but white people as employees. I don't want to see fucking Spanish people as employees. I don't want to see you. I don't. I want to see white people all in there, in those offices. That's all I want to see. I'm serious. Donation, everything. I want to see them. They're good employees. I'm happy. I don't have complaints. And if you're in the back sending these people, let's see you step outside and do it. Be bold. You want to be bold back there. Being a real boss is coming out in the front and let's see your face. That's what it's about. We want to see your face. And there's no sending the Spanish and using them and making them look bad. I don't think that's what white people are doing. It doesn't feel like, I don't feel that energy. I've been around white people all my life. In New York, they don't do that. And if they do that, it's because you guys are pressing them with your stupidity. They're probably scared for they're not scared. Ain't nobody scared in this bitch. They're not scared. White people know how to fight. Ain't nobody scared. What the fuck was I even trying to get out here? So we have these direct deposit form and we take it and they fill it out at the bank. And this is what I was trying to tell you guys. So we read the sheet. Make sure that you know, because some people don't know how to read for themselves. So if you don't know how to read, they can just say, oh, this is what it says when it's not what it says. It says, to section, attach a check mark void or have the depository institution complete. It doesn't say anywhere here that it has to be that it has to be savings. Do you see what I'm saying? Deport the fuck out of them. It doesn't say it. They're making this shit up. They're saying it's their policy. Who the fuck are you that this is your policy? The government didn't approve the words that you're telling people. They say they're sending it back, but are they really sending those papers in? We want to see white people all in those offices, because those are all immigrants. And they're looking at black people and they're saying, because guess what? If we do direct deposit, we don't have to go to that fucking office ever again. And they got no jobs. That's why they're doing this shit. So we can keep running back and forth. Because there's nobody in the office. Nobody. You know what you do? You know what you do when on your time off? Start learning English. Study. Get in there. Turn that shit into a classroom for the Spanish to learn fucking English. I don't want to hear you speaking fucking Spanish in this country. This is not Mexico. This is America. Go learn Spanish in your country. I don't speak Spanish because I don't hang around nothing but Spanish speakers. I hang around Spanish people that speak English. They understood the assignment. When I go to Mexico, which barely for what? If I ever go to a Spanish country, then I'll consider it. But then my work is here. So why should I learn? I don't even travel. Travel for what? It's nice to see other places, but we have so much work to do. Once I found my man. If my man is here, I'm here. Shit. That's all I need. That's my vacation. You guys travel because you're still looking. It's nice to see other places, but how do we even take care of the immigrants, the people that come in this country if the work is not done? We have to work.